Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today I'm going to be setting up my research journal, and if you're not going to stay for the whole entire video, please put a green heart in the comments before you leave. So I am actually glad to be back. However, I do have some cough drops up here because I literally still have the residual effects of like whatever I had, and I'm still like coughing. And I noticed before the video, I started like coughing like extremely bad. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get like 2 little cough drops for my video so I don't like have these like coughing spells. But anyway, so today I'm going to be setting up my research journal really for the last 2 weeks, because last week was like super busy at work, and I think that I kind of neglected my research journal, but I do not want to get behind. So what I'm going to end up doing is just doing 2 weeks in like a week. So I already put the pictures down for last week, which were these Latino women. These Latino women obviously are very significant and historical to their culture. So that's why I have them for the 19th through the 25th. And also, if you've never seen my 2024 research journal, I'm basically researching all the ones that I did not in 2024. So that's the reason for me researching them. These are like historically significant Latina women. And then for this week, I will be researching historically significant Middle Eastern women. So sometimes I do like to highlight, just women of color, or just women, because we really run the world, seriously, because men right now, I don't know what's going on, but the things that are going on in society, in the world right now, the decisions that are being made, the patriarchal decisions, the elitist decisions, the impulsive decision making. Y'all, this is a scary place. And I'm so for real right now, which is why I really have to disconnect from social media. I have to disconnect from the news because I'm very discouraged, very sad. I don't feel very hopeful for the trajectory of the United States right now. And I just have been really getting into my Bible. I have been just looking at movies, reading, just book vlogging on my bookish channel. So if you're into books, reading vlogs, and things like that, you can catch me over at Eliza is Reading. That's my bookish channel, and that handle is linked below in the description. So that channel, you kind of get to see me face to face. So, but anyway, that's my little spiel for today. So I am going to use this to set up my monthly calendar for this week. And I have this binding clip. I got this from Simple Paper. I am an affiliate for her shop, which is 10% off, and my code is Eliza. So you can go to her website and get anything for 10% off. She not only has like a lot of stationery supplies, she has stickers and all the things that you can like imagine. So let me see. So what I'm using, if you're new to my channel, what I'm using is a A5 Magnet Vertical Weekly. This planner is by Estelle. It uses 52 GSM Toma River paper, and the paper is exquisite. I have had no issues with bleed through, ghosting, or anything like that, unless I just like waste a blob of ink. So I absolutely love the paper, and this is a vertical format. I really wanted another take-a-note planner, but I wasn't able to get one because it would have came in February. And I'm really impatient, and I wasn't going to wait until Amazon fulfilled my order through Take-A-Note, because they were actually going to order it from Take-A-Note, which is all the way in Taiwan, and then it was going to be shipped to me, and it would have taken another month. So, yeah. But this is my baby. I absolutely love this. But next year, I will literally just go ahead and pre-order a Take a Note because I love Take a Note. And I think last year in 2025, the color was green. I think this year it's like gray. But now I'm kind of wishing I would have just ordered a 2025 Take a Note planner and then just redated it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm actually going to put the pictures down in the monthly section first, because I think that's just easier. And then I'm going to use my pencil board to glue this down. So I was like, you know what? While we're getting rained in, this is the perfect time to do videos because of that cozy weather. So and if you're interested in seeing like some older videos of kind of like the process of how I look for people to actually research, I can link those old videos below in the description box, because I have been getting a lot of questions on my Instagram about like how do I set this up, or what is the process of me choosing like people to actually research. And I don't know if I should create like a newer video, but the information is pretty much going to be the same. So I don't know if I need to like create another new video. But I may, because I don't have the old video, because sometimes you can just like repost like the old video. But if I repost the old video, I'm not going to be able to repost it in like a higher resolution, because if you download your videos from if you download your old videos from, oh no, wait, oh okay, oh yeah, I was just talking and gluing, and I'm like, oh no, wait, so I need to go to February. I'm like, what am I doing right now? Okay. But, yeah, if you download old videos from your YouTube and then you try to repost them, it won't let you post in a higher resolution. Like, basically, it won't let you, like, repost it in HD. So that's why I'm like, I may end up just making, like, a whole new video. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm actually going to go back to January and so what I usually do, so basically I just write whoever it is. So it would be Latina women for this week, and then Middle Eastern women for this week, and then as you can see, like I write everyone's name down, so it will just remind me like this is this person. I did make a mistake right here, because I don't know what happened. Yeah, I wrote the wrong person's name in the wrong space. So that's pretty much what I do. And then when I come here, I just write their name underneath. But what I'm going to do for the sake of this last row is write their names above the picture for this particular week. And the reason why I am... Let's see. So the first week, I put all the pictures at the top. So I've learned something from this particular journal is when you put all the pictures to the top, it looks like this. And then, so see how it's really big at the top and then it's like small at the bottom. Yeah, I learned something from this. And it's like tearing because it's too many pictures at the top. And this is like a Coptic stitching. So I learned something from that is in order to keep it level throughout the entire year without it being like lopsided, I put these at the top, and then I just put these underneath. So basically it's going to like be level. Well, hopefully it's going to be level. And then these are at the bottom. So I plan on doing that for the entire year to see if that would alleviate the lopsidedness of the planner. So I'm just going to write their names, but I'm going to use this to write their names. I need to go to May. Okay. These are the ones from last week, so I'm going to write the names. Alicia Escalante. So with this particular vertical planner, I have to write a little bit smaller, which has been like one of the barriers. So I have to like write a lot smaller, which I absolutely hate because I don't have a lot of room with this vertical. But I do like the vertical because I like seeing all the pictures on one page. But that is one of the cons that I've had with using this, is that I don't have enough space as much as I had in the Take a Note. So that's that, and then I am going to put a piece of paper in between this. So don't laugh at my receipt, y'all. So I'm gonna put my receipt. Yes, I spent $120 on just my food for my son yesterday. Like, I think I bought 2 things on that list. So I'm going to put that paper in between. Sometimes it takes the brush marker a little long to dry. So now I'm going to put the bigger pictures so now we get to start like back at the top. And the glue that I'm using is the Zig 2-way glue. And I absolutely love it. Like, it's amazing. It dries within like seconds. So I'm trying to make sure I get that like as much in the middle as I can. So when I order this glue, I usually order about 3 of them because it is a liquid glue. I'm gonna have to use my tweezers for these because I need to make sure that I'm getting them directly on that line so that they're all the same. I'm trying to make sure it's glue in this. But you cannot go wrong with this Zig glue. And it does dry within, it dries within like seconds. So it's like, if you're gonna use it, you better make sure that's where you want it before it comes down. Because if you try to pull it back up, it will rip the page. Okay, well, I was trying to move that down a little bit, but oh well. Doesn't want to come off. And I love this because I don't have to use as much, and I cannot stand that school glue. Oh my gosh, I can't stand that school glue. I don't see how people still, okay, it's crooked, whatever. Can't tell. I don't see how people still use that glue. Because that stuff crinkles the pages like crazy. And then they have like a liquid glue, but it does the same thing. So when they came out with this particular type of glue, I was like, oh yes. So usually when I order like this zig glue, I order like more than one. I always order like 2 or 3 at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna move that back, see if that's dry, because sometimes it does take the brush lettering like a minute to dry. So back here is where I've been writing my significant events, and as you can see, I stopped on January 17th, so I'm gonna have to double up. And significant events just pretty much are things that happened like 100 years ago. So like right here, I ended up doing 1925 by mistake, and then I was just like, oh, you know what, I'll just do 1925, but that doesn't make sense. That's like 101 years ago. So I was like, oh, let me just skip to 1926. So I just went to January 2nd, 1926 and forward. And then I just pretty much like write down significant or historical things that have happened pretty much all over the world, regardless if it's in the United States or if it's in another country. I'm just so interested to see like what happened on 100 years ago on this particular day. So for one, I can just pick out one. Let's see. That was really interesting. So January 13th, 1926. Michael Bond, the British author best known for creating Paddington Bear, was born in Newbury, England. His work will go on to become a cornerstone of children's literature worldwide. So that was so cool. I had no idea. Like, I didn't even know that. And then another thing that was really interesting was on January 14, 1926, a total solar eclipse occurred, casting a shadow across parts of the southern hemisphere and visible in regions of Africa, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. Astronomers from around the world gathered, especially in Sumatra, to observe it and conducted experiments, including tests of Einstein's theory of general relativity. So that was also really, really, really interesting. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so interesting. Like, I never knew that. Oh, one more thing. On January 17, 1926, Peru's Statue of Liberty, standing 21 feet high, including 14 feet pedestal, was surveyed at Plaza. Can't even read my own handwriting. At Plaza Libertad in Lima, created by sculptor René Bertrand Boutet. La Libertad was a gift from France to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Peru's independence. The lady symbol liberty as a torch raised high in her left hand and carries a laurel bomb in her right hand. So that really puts me in the mindset of like the Statue of Liberty in New York. So I thought that was really significant. So I'm going to write, okay, so I'm going to bring this back out so I can write the names. no. Y'all, I just made a horrible mistake. That is not even the person. Oh my gosh. Like, what I just literally made a huge mistake. So now I am going to have to just white it out. But what I'm going to do, because now that I'm going to have to white this out, it's like not whiting out. Oh, I hate this thing. Okay, so that's as good as I can get. What I'm going to do is that is so ugly. Okay, let's just go to this one. I'm gonna let that dry and see if I can like brush letter over that. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Okay, so I want to see if I can just, because I got glue right here. So I want to see if, I wonder if I put, yeah, I'm just being very creative right now because I know that if I try to write over this, it probably won't look very good. And I don't know if maybe I can like brush letter on this. I've never tried before. Oh no, this is not gonna work either. So that's not gonna work. I can already tell. It's feathering. I'll just try to write over it. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm not sure if that is going to dry on top of that or not, but we'll see. I hope that it stays. Because it looks very ugly, but it's all right. That's what happens when you're a perfectionist. And I wasn't even paying attention to the picture because I rearranged the pictures in this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually put this like this. To kind of dry it. Okay, so we're actually going to just flip through. So this is the month of January. I'm gonna write their names down here. But these are all the amazing women. And I think they're all amazing. I don't think that they're any less significant because of their either race or ethnicity, but they all have done like amazing things within their community. And I think one of the most amazing things was Isabel Cornell's story. So and I remember seeing this in social media, but I never really like dabbled into the significance of like her red dress that she wore for her like high school prom. So it says Isabel Cornell is a young Native American activist and a member of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma who gained national attention for using her 2018 high school prom dress as a power statement to raise awareness of the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. So that was one thing that I put a pin in, because that's one thing that I would like to like study further outside of my research journal. And then another one of like my favorites was the Dahomey Amazon. So if you've ever seen, I want to say like Wakanda, even though Wakanda is not a real place, but if you've ever seen Wakanda, like these women were kind of almost like a depiction within like the movie, like the Dahomey Amazons. And the Dahomey Amazons were an all-female elite military regime of the Kingdom of Dahomey, which is present-day Benin in Africa, which is the country in like the Benin like tribe in Africa. And I know that because my friend Daniel is actually of the Benin tribe. It says that existed from the 17th century, known to themselves as the, y'all, I cannot pronounce that because it's African. It's called Nomiton, meaning our mothers. These women were highly trained soldiers who served as a royal guard and frontline warriors. So I absolutely love that. It just definitely puts me in the mindset of Wakanda. So then one of the things that was like really interesting was that Yoko Ono, she was literally married to John Lennon. Y'all, why no one told me that? I never knew that. I guess because I've never really listened to the Beatles like that. And I'm sorry, that offends people, but I never listened to the Beatles growing up. So not even now, but I do know of their music. But I was just very intrigued to know that Yoko Ono was married to John Lennon, or is married to John Lennon. I didn't even research if she was still married, but yeah, so I just thought like, oh my gosh, Yoko Ono was married to John Lennon? What? From the Beatles? So that is pretty much my research journal. And then once I fill these 2 weeks up, which I have to go back and do Vera Wang. Once I complete these 2 weeks, I would definitely just do like a soft flip through of my research journal for the month of January. And then we're leading into Black History Month. So you already know Black History Month is going to be all African American or persons of color for the month of February to highlight Black History Month. So that is today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, put in the comments that you've actually enjoyed today's video, something that you've learned today about anyone that I went over. What do you like about the process of the video? Or just simply put a green heart in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.